I'm gonna show you guys how to get modded games like this on your 2DS. Change the pictures and the names and everything like that. You're gonna need this Google file. I found this off of a tutorial on a thread on a forum website, and it was safe on my computer. You can run it through a virus total if you want to, but it's safe. Also, if you don't want to download that, you can download it off of my website, which is TCG, and ZenVault. Go to Tools, and then just download it from here, and you can run that through a virus total before you open it too. So once you got it, just unzip it. Windows has a built-in extractor now. Just click on it and then click on the exe to open the app, obviously. It's going to show up with something like this, and if you want to upload PlayStation website or video, it's a little iffy, so you can't use this for that, but all these other things work great for it. You're going to need a ROM file for the system that you want to emulate, so this is not a tutorial on how to get those. You can figure out how to get those yourself by ripping them from the cartridge you own or getting them, I don't know. But once you have those, just drag it into your system. So mine is a GBA, which is Game Boy Advance. And it's going to show up like this. Sometimes it's going to say icon failed or banner image failed. These are the images that will actually show up on your console when you have the game, like this. So if you want to change those, you can find a square image, or you can find a different image and make it square in Photopea, Photoshop, or a GIMP. There's a lot of things you can do in here. You can change name, the long name, short name, and if you hover, it will give you descriptions of what it actually does, publisher. You can fit this by width or height, but if it's a square, then that doesn't really matter. Over here, you can adjust how the image sits on this little screen with this little bar here, so it goes up and down. And then right here, you can change if you want it to be a Game Boy, just a picture, or like a 3D frame. I'm going to keep it 3D frame, but you can do whatever you want. And then this is the coolest part right here. You can click on this right here, use an image at this pixel ratio, which I don't have one. And you can change the banner text and the released. So you can delete this and be like 2006. And then so this is what's actually going to show up inside of your console when you hover over it. You can also change the fonts and stuff. So now the 2006 looks like that, and I can do it for the top one too, but I'm gonna keep that part readable. So just hit OK if you did that. If you didn't, then no big deal. There's also some other stuff that you can change in here. There's a lot of cool things you can change. I recommend just playing with it if you want. And if you're done, click on Project, Export CIA, and then downloads. This is your CIA. This is a failed download from earlier. That is not part of this tutorial. So once you're done, you're going to want to take your SD card out of your Switch. You really should turn it off before taking it out. I just ripped it out because I don't know. So pop it in the back of your computer, or if you have a desktop, if it doesn't have an SD card reader, you can get a USB extension, but you need one. Then you can close NSUI. Might crash, and then you can just say if you want to save them, yes, but I'm going to say no. Just open a second file explorer window, go down to your SDXC. There's going to be a CIS folder if you've already jailbroke it. It has to be jailbroken for this tutorial, and if there isn't a CIS folder after you broke it, you can just make one. It doesn't really matter where you put the CIAs. And come over here and just drag it in, or you can copy and paste it, and it doesn't really matter. Close both of these. You can eject the drive if you feel like you need to. But I'm not doing that. I'm just ripping it out and putting it back in. I did turn it off before I put it in. So then once the thing comes back on, you're going to want to head over to FBI. So it looks like this. It's got the FBI logo down here. When you open it, just click on SD and then click on CIAS. Now the file should be in here if you dragged it in right there, Lego Star Wars. Now you can install it or install and delete CIA. If you install it, it will keep another copy of it in the CIS folder to install later if you ever need it again. If you install and delete, it'll still keep the app and just delete the one from this folder. I always keep them because I have enough space on the SD card to do it, but if you have a low storage card, I recommend installing and deleting and just saving them on your computer. So you're gonna click A for yes. This game is kind of small, so it's gonna go fast, but if you've got a shitty SD card, or if you've got like a huge game, I downloaded like a 700 megabyte, it took like 10 minutes. But once it's done, just push any button and it should be there. So just press B, and then start to exit. Show up with this little thing. And then there should be a little gift icon, and you just want to click unwrap. And then it's going to show up. It's got my custom text 2006. Then you can just click A to open. And once you're done, it's gonna start running like this. Usually the bottom screen isn't used for these emulated games because there wasn't a bottom screen on the original system. It's gonna be blank or just show up with some kind of wording for the whole time.